Here's my thoughts and my honest tips and recommendations about going viral. Around August, I became really adamant about growing my YouTube channel. I looked at my previous thumbnails, my posting schedule, my strategy, all of that, and I wanted to just kind of rebrand. So I sat down in like August and I filmed a bunch of videos, and I filmed a bunch of videos about a bunch of different topics, talking about just a bunch of different things that interested me. And from that, you know, just that consistency of pushing out 2 videos a week, my video got pushed through the YouTube homepage. My biggest takeaway from going viral, the biggest pros of going viral, was the digital community that I gained. If you guys go all the way back to like my first 5 or 10 videos, you'll hear me talking about my community. That's all you'll hear. Comment below, tell me more. And I was getting nothing. Like those first 20 to 40 videos, nothing, like dry as a whistle. Maybe 1 or 2 comments, maybe just 5 to 10 to 15 likes, if that. Like super embarrassing. I felt very happy that I was finding community, people that I could relate to, that understood, you know, this journey, like the pitfalls of trying to be on YouTube, because it's not an easy platform. It's not one of the instant gratification platforms. And from that came a lot of good friendships off of YouTube. So I'm still in contact with some of those people. I enjoy talking to them. They like talking to me. I have their numbers. We text each other, things like that. Now the cons of going viral is people wanted me to double down on the same concepts and the same ideas. People kind of wanted me to just focus on editing. You know, what do you do for editing? How long does it take you to edit? What software do you use for edit? With that came me doubling down on the same idea or concept, which I was afraid of, but I wasn't, because I wanted to offer my insight about editing, but I did not want to become the YouTube editor, if that makes sense. I did want to provide as much tips that could help people, but I didn't want to just make 1,000 videos about editing. Now, you could ask me as many questions as you want on editing. I'd be glad to answer them, but I didn't want to make 1,000 videos about it. I didn't have that much to say where I needed to make that many videos. So I told myself this: how about I'll just talk about this as much as people want me to talk about it, and then pivot away from it in due time. But in the long run, I wonder what it's going to do to my channel. Like, do I have some fear? Sure. But I feel like since I built this channel, if it goes down, I can build it again, if that makes sense. Another con from going viral is you have to be in a good mental space with yourself and your creativity and who you are to keep yourself during this process, right? A lot of times virality might make people feel like they're here when they're really here. So for me was just keeping a humility to myself during the process. Like, people are, how did you do that? You're perfect with it. You're awesome. I'm like, listen, I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all like, yeah, thank you. I know I'm the best. Like, I'm not going to sit here in front and lie to y'all. It took a lot of trial and error, a lot of practice, a lot of repetition. Like, that milestone of achievement did not happen off of 3 to 4 videos. We're talking about hundreds, and I shot hundreds of videos, and outside of those YouTube videos or even videos I shot from another camera for other projects that got scrapped. So I've always been continuously fine-tuning and working on my process. So that hype could kind of go to your head a little bit, like, yeah, look at me, I'm the man, woman type thing. And you're really not. Like, you really have to keep humble and, you know, stay grounded and remind yourself and be honest with your audience and your people, like, hey, I had to do it this way. Another thing about going viral is the disappointment once you no longer go viral. Okay, so what I'll say is this: when you go viral, enjoy your moment. Live it up. Make sure your links are good. Make sure you get people over to your other products. If you're trying to sell something, sell it. That's the time to sell it. People are willing to buy from you when they have your engagement, when they're invested in your story, when they trust you. And that's a good thing. We have to learn how to rewire our thought process and brain to feel like selling is wrong, like it's a criminal activity. It's not. There are people that are out there selling hot trash with no value, and they don't care. So if you're selling something that's good, that's worthwhile, that's valuable, sell it during that time. Like, when people are coming to you and they're asking, sell it, you know? And that's something I had to work on. Like, no, you know, I work with you, just email me and stuff like that. And I had to learn, like, hey, this is essentially my time. The way it is now is like the channel's dry as a whistle. I don't post as often as I should, and that's on me. There's another video where I talk about the creative journey and where I am and how I'm not really happy now, where things are in life, you know, to where I'm not creating at the level that I'm supposed to be. But I'm trying to slowly but surely get back on it. I'm trying to have a schedule to where I film and I sit down and I get back acclimated with the process, you know, of just talking in front of the camera and sharing my thoughts and ideas, and remembering that they are valuable, and just shutting out the outside noise and judgment, perfectionism, the doubt, all the different things that we're going to kind of experience, and try to kind of fix that dryness. But I do really just want to zero in on who my people are, who my digital community are, the ones that are here to stay, and just cater more to those folks. That's all I want to do. Everybody else, if they're here, and they're either going to fall in line or they're not. That is my honest thoughts. I hope to see you guys next time on the next video. Again, I'm going to be more consistent, so you'll see me more. So if I'm in your face, don't be upset about it, because I'm going to be in your face. All right, well, I'll see you guys later.